And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second night of Turtle-Thon. Tonight we're going to be focusing mostly on the arcade game and its NES port, which we'll be playing first. Just to tide us over until more people file in. So yeah, what do you say we get started? And we'll see where we go from there. It's showing up? Yep, it's showing up. Good. You know what? We'll make it Mikey's day to shine. Why not? While we wait for more people to show up, here's the NES port of the arcade game. So, further elaboration on last night. Like I said, the original NES game in Japan was not even part of the Ninja Turtles franchise, because I later read... Oh, I missed the Capcom stream. Hello, Dark Star. Well, who knows? It might be as disappointing. Yeah, the arcade game hadn't come out yet. This game was the original Turtles game was released in 1988 for the NES, and the arcade game came out in 1989, which quickly overshadowed the NES game. And kids across America were just like, when they saw the arcade game, were just like, why the hell didn't we get this instead? So... they decided, what the hell? Let's just make the arcade game for home consoles. And they did, and it made bank. But still, it couldn't... due to the limitations of the NES, it could not handle the sheer insanity of the arcade game. Especially when you played it with 4 players, and we'll get to that later on when we actually do get to the arcade game proper. We're gonna beat this first. I figured we'd rip this band-aid off first. Still, it's not the worst port of the arcade game. That is most definitely the DOS version. The DOS version of this game was by far the absolute worst. Like I said, due to sprite limits and everything else. The NES just couldn't handle how batshit insane the arcade game actually was. So in a way, it was a little bit easier. I mean, literally, if you master that special attack, that jump swing, you're good. Except when you deal with the Roadkill Rodneys. Really that and the jump kick as well. So say hello to the Roadkill Rodneys once again. And once again, they're hard as hell to hit. Kill one of them. 2 of them. There we go. This is one of those games that I rented from my local video store, and I beat in a weekend. Granted, I used the extra lives code to do it, but it was my first time playing, you know, leave me alone. Never underestimate a kid who had a Nintendo Power subscription. So say hello to Rocksteady. I still have a slight cough from that cold I was battling all week last week. Reuse sound effects from Contra. And as you see, they have much less HP than they do in the arcade version. But then again, the arcade version health and enemy placement was proportionate to how many people were playing. But we'll get more into that later. And how much money they wanted to make. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it was one of those games that where it got your quarters. But you wanted to keep going. That was one of those games that I wasted like $5 on just to see the ending. You waste a full roll on that shit. I believe it's every 200 points you get an extra life. I think. Okay, I think I cleared it all out now. Pizza up here, but I don't want to get it yet. Okay, it is. Yeah, I'm right. It is every 200 points you get an extra life. Had to. We might as well get it. But of course, you know, they had to tone down the difficulty for the console ports because nobody wanted to play an impossible game. So you got all the colors of the rainbow with the foot soldiers. Those guys were boomerang foots, but you never know. I'll sum up with the Capcom stream in a few sentences. Okay. Lay it on me. More Monster Hunter, of course. That's like their big cash cow franchise now. Best American licensed games? Destiny meets Dino Crisis. One more foot soldier in the sewers. More Resident Evil, obviously. I saw the DLC. Anyway, hi Bebop. This strat works for most bosses in this game. I said most. Bebop's still a salty pain in my ass. I should be able to 1cc this, but we are not 1ccing the arcade version. Forget it. Not the way I'm playing it. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Yeah, he's just about dead. There we go. That's what Ralph said. No Mega Man anywhere in sight. I'm not surprised about that. Anyway, welcome to the sewers. He punched you right in the jump kick. Yeah, he can do that. I forget how many scenes there are in this one. I want to say there's 8. As opposed to the arcade version, which only has 5. Like I said, I want to play this first. This way more people will file in. Ground now. You don't want to stay in the water too long because it'll start launching missiles at you. Oh, you guys done? Perfect. Katana foot. Easy peasy in this version. The hardest stage in this game is one of the extra ones. I think it's scene 6. Where you have to go through the, where you have to kill the Shogun. Which is a great bonus stage. Anytime you go through one of those, like, weird dojo areas. They have one in Hyperstone Heist for the Genesis as well, but we're not going to see that until Wednesday. Oh, nice try. And we're close to getting our first extra life. I am getting shanked. There we go. First extra life. And now Baxter Stockman. We don't have the wall jump move, too. And good night, Dr. Stockman. Now I think... do we fight Stockman first, or do we have to go to the winter stage first? I don't remember. Scene 3, let's melt... yeah, okay, so it's the winter stage first, so we gotta fight Tora. And then we fight Baxter Stockman as a fly. So welcome to the first of the 2 extra stages for the NES port. Least favorite TMNT character. God, I'm trying to think. Depends on which series. Say hello to Frosty the Hitman. Complete with heat-seeking missiles. Well, there's the one we don't speak about, if we're encompassing all media. There's She Who Must Not Be Named. But that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anybody else off the top of my head. Snowplows. Snowplows. Because most of the characters I liked. I liked Fugitoid. Maybe April's coworkers at the news place. Still fire the missiles, I keep forgetting. I think Tor is going to take my first life here, but we'll see. There should be pizza coming up, I think. There's usually pizza right before his boss fight, but I could be wrong. Nope, no pizza for Mikey. Alright. Oof. Oh, running away, huh? Smells like bitch out here. So, say hello to Tora, a huge mutant polar bear in a leather jacket. Shit. Can't get that rhythm down. Nah, I missed. Stand still. Jump too wide. Nah, it's someone they just made up. He did not get his own action figure. He's just someone Konami made up for this game. Anyway, we killed the Weather Dominator. Alright. Yeah, I know. I mean, I might be wrong. Nah. Whatever, at this point in time, Playmates had fuck you money. They would have just been like, bring it, Hasbro. Who's got the #1 toy line in the country right now? We do. That's right. And I forget it, but I think it's easy to tell which ones actually move. Cowabunga, Rob! How's it going? Yeah, today was Mikey's day. And now we actually have an audience, which is nice. But welcome, good sir. It's good to have you here. That one's gonna go. the machine gun foot actually do a lot of damage. More so in the actual arcade game, but like I said, we're not 1C seeing the actual arcade game, not the way I play it. Let's see, 90 more points and I get another 1-up, so that's good. Ow, stop it! It's annoying. Yeah, I figured we'd start with this one first. Just because. We're not going to bother using the barrels. The barrels are kind of useless. One of these should open up. Should have known. We should be getting close. But how's your day going, Rob? Nice to see you here as always. We're gonna save that pizza because we're up against Baxter Stockman. Nice. Gotta get him away from the pizza. I don't want to use it just yet. Damn it. Alright, I will take it now. Come on, buddy. Eat it. Of course, since Mikey's the only one here. And here we go, my favorite piece of music in the game. Any other version of Baxter but this one would be a serious fight. I mean, sure, he doesn't really have much brawn, but he could easily lure the turtles into a trap. Not 87, Donatello. They all would have gotten jealous. Yeah, like I said, I absolutely love this theme. Oh, more Roadkill Rodneys. Which I don't think even had a name. It was these video games that actually gave it a name. I think they were called something else in the actual show. Then again, they rarely ever showed up. I mean, I think they only showed up once in Season 1, and that was to kidnap the rhinoceros and the boar from the zoo that would become Bebop and Rocksteady. I think that was the only time Oh, the Rodneys? Yeah, I love the Rodneys. I asked for that one. Oh, bomb flip. Fine, we'll do the jump kick dance. Let's do it. We're almost done with the highway part, I think, anyway. $15 away. We get another one-up. There we go. Now let's see if we can try to keep it. Oh, tire flips. Again, NES sprite limitations. You can only have three on screen. Oh, never mind. And we're done with that part. This is one of the 2 levels they changed the music for, the other one being the sewer, which we just got through. Forgot how annoying this part is. Out of my face. For real? Kablooey! And that's it for the freeway section. Into the van, people, so it can crash. Hang on, guys. More reused Contra sound effects. Scene 5. We gotta save Splinter. I love how that one's just standing there confused, like, hey, what's going on? Well, time to die. I'm helping. Exactly. Don't worry, guys, I'll keep a lookout. I still remember the comic book where the Mousers were introduced, and Stockman's talking on TV about how they're gonna... It's like, they're gonna get rid of the greatest problem in New York City. Dramatic pause. The rat problem. Next panel is just like the most ungodly death glare from Splinter. It was great. You can just abuse the hell out of the special attack. Konami didn't have the bright idea to like, hey, maybe we should have it like drain our health or something until later games. Yeah, this game's kind of easy and repetitive. They definitely changed that for the next game, for Manhattan Project. Anyway, Ripple Lasers. It wouldn't be a Konami game unless they reference Gradius in some form or another. Damn! That one foot soldier's like, hey, Kara. We're halfway through the NES port of the arcade game. And it's good you're here. This is why I want to start with this one first. Because... Oh wait, is this the tubular transport section? Yep. Oh no, it's that overgrown corkscrew again. How many come out? Only 4 of them. But how are you doing, sir? It's good to see you as always. The global dildo. We're gonna go through this planet dick first. Show it who's boss. Oof. Are you okay? Oh, I'm good now. That virus is dead. I still got a slight case of the sniffles, but other than that, I can breathe through both nostrils, and I can't do my Zorak impression anymore. Or my Lance Henriksen impersonation, for that matter, either. Yeah, I'm good. Just a good singer. Gotcha. Oh god, I forgot about the Pizza Hut product placement. I wasn't even paying attention. Just fire wildly. Anyway, yeah, we're definitely gonna take this pizza, because I think we fight Granitor. Yep, there he is. Just gotta be careful for that backswing. Pizza Hut, eat me, exactly. Consume product. Oh, Pizza Hut knew kids were gonna play the shit out of this game. But Granitor, if I remember correctly, has a fuck ton of health, so we gotta be careful. Little Caesars won that war, yeah. What was the name of the knockoff pizza place from Home Alone? Was it like Little Nero's or something? Yeah, I forgot Granitor has a lot of health. Oof. Yeah, that's true. It was Domino's they got in the movie. God damn, Granitor just won't go down. They hate war. They They won't join any army! Oh, never mind. Yeah, it was Little Nero's. I thought so. Anyway, that's stage 5. Thank you, my turtles. Alright, scene 6. The other extra stage for the NES port. This stage is actually really hard. We could die here. True. Yeah, these things. These guys are such a pain in the ass. Okay, never mind. They're not as... Really? I thought they were way worse than this. I guess I was wrong. I think at the time there was one of the biggest bidding wars for a product placement in a movie. I believe it. Well, yeah, the turtles were huge. They were everywhere. We couldn't get enough of them. I couldn't. No worries, sir. We're about to get an extra life. 44 more points and we get it. And I think... No, they just come to the floor. Ba-bam! I was wondering when that was going to show up. Damn! Anyway, here we go. These guys are the worst. Vincent Van Graal, the tiger. Paper tigers, exactly. Damn, they take off a lot of health too, that's the problem. You really just have to pick your spots. And I forget how many times you have to hit it. It's like a mini-boss. Scissor lizards and rock lobsters. Motion in the ocean. Ah. I don't think... Yeah, that won't work. These guys have... Oh, there we go. Yep, I figured there'd be one more. Focus, Mikey, focus. Laser scorpions. Ah, and there we go. First death of the run. I forgot about these stupid things. It's okay, we're about to get an extra life anyway. About time. The guy was waiting there for like 2 days. It's like, finally, my time has come. They're all robots. Exploding robots. Alright, I think it's time for the Shogun. Yep, this thing. Oh, there he goes. I gotta watch out for his head. Jesus! Gee, thanks. Couldn't have died 5 seconds sooner, huh? Anyway, he's done for. Final stage. There it is. We're gonna try and once you see this. We only have 3 lives left. Find the Technodrome. You're in it! Here we go. Dumbass has engineered a laser cannon. It's like trying to find the ground when you step outside, right? Then again, the Foot Clan decide laser cannons that couldn't turn around and aim. You think with all that technology from Dimension X, they could make auto-tracking turrets. Welcome back, Kara. Oof. They ran out of dowels and had to use screws, right? Alright, these things. That beat the hell out of me. Okay. Yeah, we're not getting any more extra lives. A little slow on the draw, huh, fellas? No, keep feeding me bad guys. I only need 109 more. 108. 106. $91. Should be pizza at the bottom of this thing. I just got to avoid this. Gotcha, speaker, but gonna be cooking for a minute. Gotcha. Oh, there's the pizza. I don't think we're gonna make it for another life. Rodneys are out to play. Or maybe I will, who knows? It all depends on how many they throw at me. We're at 731, but I'm pretty sure Trag's up soon. Yeah, General Trag should be coming up very shortly. Now we got Sledgehammer foot. The last line of defense. Regular ass purple foot soldiers. Nah, we're not making it. It's Trag time. Crash the turtles. And this dude's strapped with a grenade launcher. I'm sorry, a rocket launcher. Oof. One sec, fellas. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, it's safe to say this strat does not work in the actual arcade game. I will not be using this. Eat it, Trag. No cheese, right? Alright, time for the last two bosses of the game. So Krang's up first. Shredder! Learn the Pat Fraley technique of talking while you inhale every fifth word. That's how you do Krang. Undisputed ruler of Dimension X. Problem is you gotta be really fast because he's very quick with that back kick. Oof, like I said. And he's got a lot of HP. He's got more HP than Shredder. But he is a much harder fight in Manhattan Project, the game we're playing tomorrow. Oh dear God. He is such a pain. Because this mofo learned some new tricks. Actually, even Shredder's a real tough fight in that game, too. Will we make it? Keep it together. Damn it. Good, he's flashing. We're almost done. Damn back kick. Overshot. I'm invincible. Shredder! Why haven't you completed my new body? I'm feeling pretty good. Alright, here we go. Due to sprite limitations, you only get 2 Shredders. Oh! Almost. I gotta be careful about that. Okay, now we know which one's the fake. So let's just stay away from it. Shit, now he's gonna split into 2 again. Only the real one can do that force lightning attack. Shit. Well, I have my iframes. I'm just gonna beat the hell out of him. Why? I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth. Damn fake keeps getting in my way. Come on, Saki, lose your helmet. Oh boy. Oh god, I thought he was gonna throw the lightning. For a while. We've got 3 games to get through tonight, Kara. Well, that's the real one. He's getting lightning happy now. Oh no, it's the fake. Okay, good. He can't make any more clones. And I don't think he can do the Force Lightning anymore. Yeah, he's done. But I'm going to keep going for another at least hour and a half, Kara. But stick around because we're doing the actual arcade game next. Done. 1 credit clear. Best I can hope for. So I'm going to take a little bit of a breather and a stretch break while the credits roll, and then we'll fire up the arcade game. Like I said, it's not bad for an arcade port. Definitely not the worst one. The worst one's still the DOS port. Mostly because it didn't have any of this music. It was literally just one theme looped over and over and over and over again for the entirety of the game. Yes, it was impressive for the NES. You're absolutely right. God, that took us an hour to beat. I still can't believe how long this game was. That's pretty long for a side-scrolling beat-em-up on the NES. I'll stream right later. Gotcha. Yeah, so basically we're playing the same game over again, but it's the actual arcade version. And we're just gonna quarter cheese our way through that one. There's no way we're doing 1 credit clear on that shit. Not the way I play it. Back when Konami was good. I'm sorry, it's Ultra. But it's still Konami. It was one of Konami's sister companies to get around the 5 games per business quarter rule imposed by Nintendo. Ha 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 ha. So that was random walk by civilian. Hey, what's going on with the sign on the screen? Is anyone noticing that? Yeah. All right. So moving right along. Now it's time for the actual arcade version. And Rob, you've been here before for this stream. You know what's coming. You know exactly what's going to happen here. You kids ready for this? Oh, yes. You were the only one who witnessed this last time. Your eyes don't deceive you. 4 turtles, 1 input.
Hang on, April.
Here we go. It's better than 2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah, like I said, the amount of bad guys on screen is proportionate to how many people we're playing. So... countless amounts of quarters. I did too, Darkstar, and it ended badly. You're like a thresher, more farm equipment than Ninja Turtle. Yes. What are you guys gonna do? Alright, here we go again.
Say your prayers, Turtle.
Here we go. There's only 5 stages in this one. Yeah, the Winter stage and the Ninja Dojo stage don't exist in this version. So it's a bit of a shorter game. Like I said, the NES couldn't handle the sheer insanity that this game is on 4 players.
Keep your time.
Just look at this. And keep in mind, this is 1989 that this came out. here we go. It's Bebop again.
You are dead. Your brain ain't getting any prettier. Watch your mouth.
Yeah. Bebop is an ungodly pain in the ass in this version. He can't be comboed like Rocksteady. He's actually the stronger of the pair. Which is kind of surprising. It's like playing with other players if they were competent. Not really, because it's kind of hard to corral them, so one will always get knocked out of place, and then we'll be just left swatting the air. So I really just have to do your best to try and corral them. And it's not easy. You see, we're dying left and right here because Bebop just has so much health. Jesus! I remember this came out on the Xbox 360 a long time ago, but it got delisted. And some of the achievements were hard. I think there was an achievement to get through this game on 1 credit, and I never got it. Donnie got knocked out that time.
Put the lights out.
And he's done. It's sewer time. Don't want to stay in the water because they fire missiles. I'm constantly having to regroup the turtles.
Pizza time.
I remember somebody uploaded the first season to YouTube of the original show. I should have gotten it while I had the chance. But yeah, this game was a quarter eater. We got more Mousers. See, I missed that. That wall jump move, they don't have that in the NES version. And he's done. See how fast we killed Stockman?
Come and get him, Del Brain.
So yeah, we skipped the whole winter scene. Yeah, the turtles have kind of a hive mind. Keep in mind, we're still only on the second stage. Wait a minute, does the side of that news van say KBLA? What are we doing in Los Angeles? KTLA 5. Might as well just get it. So now it's both Bebop and Rocksteady at the same time. We're gonna lose a lot of lives here. But I do know that Rocksteady's gonna go down first. There's no doubt in my mind. This is a long fight. Oof. Donnie just got his ass beat. Alright, so he's down. Yeah, Rocksteady is the weaker of the pair, which is, like I said, that blows my mind. You figured Bebop would be the weaker one. Alright, so who won? Who did the most damage? That was Leo, of course. And now, once again, for my favorite piece of music in this game. Gross. Yeah, April now has MRSA. Just from kissing Leo on the head. Yes, we're a bunch of bright green turtles having a brawl with a bunch of ninjas in Enjoy your salmonella. Everybody on the highway can see this. Oof! Well, Mikey's the last one standing.
Keep the time.
Oh, actually, Mikey needed that pizza badly. Yeah, Spearfoot are the worst. Oh god, the slowdown. And we're done. Freeway time. God, the bomb ones are even worse. We gotta knock those things out of the sky. Oh no, you ain't getting away.
Hang on, guys.
Alright, 2 more stages to go.
We gotta save Splinter.
Whoa, what the hell? That one guy with the ripple laser is getting real annoying. We want to be up here. That's right, buddies. Here we go.
Oh no, that overgrown butt.
Once more with feeling. Man, even with the graphical improvements, they still can't turn around. Anyway, Granitor.
Look, Turtle.
Oof. Leo just got smeared against the wall. I can just imagine Splinter just like, no, Leonardo, go. Oh, you're all doing it wrong. I'm gonna be up here forever, aren't I? And that's it, we're done.
Thank you, my turtle. There it is.
Here we go. Technodrome Mark II. Again, you're inside it. By the way, if you don't hurry when it tells you to hurry, the turtles spontaneously combust. If you sit there long enough, they just explode. Oh my god. Come on, Leo, group up. Freeze. Not again!
Keep the time.
Alright, Trag. Oh, I remember the trick to him. Promise we gotta group up. Oh, Jesus Christ. You basically gotta get right underneath him and just start whacking him. Yeah, see, Donnie's got him in a loop. The other three turtles are just having a seizure. They got concussed. Alright, here we go. Final two boss battles and then we're done. Nice. Shredder! Well, that was going well. Alright, fuck. I love the fact you can see Krang's facial expressions as he just beats the shit out of the turtles. Look how happy he is. Look at the smile on his face when he fires the eye lasers. Okay, so like I said, the number of bad guys that appear on screen are proportionate to how many turtles they're playing. This extends to Shredder himself, because he has those fake clones. So, however many turtles you have, Shredder has that many clones. So, long story short,
I'm invincible.
4 turtles, 5 Shredders. Good luck finding out which one's the real one. Oh, they got wrapped. all semblance of keeping the turtles organized has just gone straight out the window at this point. But the less health he has, the real one has, the less clones he can spit out. Oh, we got him. He's done. And that's the arcade game. Let's see, 2 lives per quarter. 25 quarters. Yep. 625. Thanks, Voodoo. Yeah, I gave everybody 50 lives at the start of the game. I didn't add any extras during gameplay. I figured that would be enough. Below weekly allowance. That's true. Oh. And none of us got top score. So there's only one name we can give ourselves. There you go. 4 asses in a row. But one ass at least got top 3. So that was the arcade game. Alright, we got 1 game left. And that is going to be Back from the Sewers for the Game Boy. Don't know if we're going to finish that one, though, because last time, I think there was a part where it just endlessly spawned Mousers, and I just couldn't get past it, no matter what I did. We'll see. Maybe we'll do better this time. Probably not, though. But welcome, Voodoo. Welcome to night 2 of the, of Turtle-Thon. Turtle-Thon 2022. Alright, so Back from the Sewers. We're going to put that one on. There we go. Oh god, we still have the old color scheme from when we beat, Nah, we'll leave it on. I forgot to change the stream info. There we go. Perfect. Nah. A jump, B attack, that works for me. I'm not sure I like this color scheme though. Maybe Leonardo. We'll use the Leonardo color scheme. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, speaking of Leonardo, we'll pick him first. Actually, screw it. Let's do Michelangelo. It's his night. I'm not sure I like the character designs in this one, though. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have this one growing up either. I only had Fall of the Foot Clan. Yeah, I played this one for the first time last year when I did this for YouTube. It doesn't seem that bad so far, but it gets worse later. This music sounds more like it belongs in Ghostbusters 2 than it does in Ninja Turtles. Like, doesn't this sound like the music when you're driving around the Ecto-1? Ninja Pizza, Ninja Dry Cleaning, Ninja Shoe Repair, Ninja Dentist. Call me paranoid, but I think there's something suspicious about this neighborhood. Yes, the Ninja District of New York. What is it, Raphael? Is it a threatening note? Oh, even worse, it's the check! Alright, who are we fighting first? Nobody. We're going back down into the sewers, huh? The hell? Oh, right. Now I remember. Oh, you have to jump over them. I know, doesn't it? I think he looks more annoyed than anything else. Yeah, he had better range in the first game. Oh no, it's the same thing we've been fighting this entire stage. Are we done? Nope. Thanks, Splinter. Alright, who are we fighting first? Oh, it's Rocksteady. The first boss is it's practically law. 9 times out of 10, the first boss is Rocksteady. Yes, and Rocksteady is always a joke. Oh, you can't even hit him in midair. Doesn't matter, he's done. The hell out of here. Bonus game? I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do here. Oh. I like how he just fucks off. Yeah, exactly. He's just like, screw this, I'm not getting paid enough. Alright, let's go with Leonardo this time. How is Leonardo's range even worse than... What is that? What is he doing? He's not even holding swords. It looks like he's holding fucking drumsticks. You don't know me, Splinter. I'm gonna start a band. I'm gonna be a real musician. Then why are you the drummer, Leonardo? You know the drummer never gets laid. Oh, wait till we play Turtles in Time on Wednesday, Voodoo. And that's the bassist unless you're Gene Simmons, exactly. Okay, so you can't destroy those barrels a la Final Fight. Okay. Ah! I think it's Bebop we gotta fight here. Yep. And Bebop being Bebop, he's even more of a pain in the ass than, Yeah, the character designs for this game are really, really weird. Alright, Donnie, you're up. Oh, but at least starts us at Bebop. Do I even want to know how he got his head through those bars? No, you don't. Okay, so obviously the NES game is not the only place where Donatello is the MVP. Now we have to heal Donnie. Rescue game, because we gotta get Leo back. The problem is every time you get hit, you lose 10 seconds. So unfortunately, Leo's still captured. I forget who the boss of this stage is, and I'm wondering if this is the stage that has the endlessly spawning Mousers that we couldn't get past. It might. This might be the stage. Whoa, bucket's my one weakness! And there they are. Little bastards. Oh, that little mother's waiting. Oh, you see that? You can. Okay, that's right. Yes, this is the level that has the infinitely spawning Mousers. Who are we fighting? Oh, just endlessly spawning foot soldiers again. Big frickin' deal. No, yes, this is it. Yep, this is it. Welcome to Mauser Hell. It doesn't matter where you go, you cannot escape the Mausers. They don't stop. They do not stop. Little rat bastards. Jesus! Oh, and the pizza was right fucking there. Later, Alluro. Alright, Raph, you need to put in some work. Yeah, this is the part I got stuck on when I played this last year. Oh, I forget. Who do we fight here? I think it's Krang. Yep, and I'm right. Alright, sir. I should probably be done shortly. Alright, you're the only one left, Donnie. far back did it even put me? Wow, it doesn't even give you full health. No, not tonight, man. That's gonna be Wednesday. Turtles in Time is gonna be Wednesday. Like I said, I'm spacing these out. There's gonna be short streams. So tomorrow night's gonna be Manhattan Project for the NES, and then Radical Rescue for the Game Boy. And then Thursday night's gonna be Turtles in Time, and then the Hyperstone Heist. Yeah, I don't think we're getting through this. Yeah, Shredder's Revenge is going to be Thursday. I mean, Zero said it's going to be out day one on Game Pass, but I don't know if that's going to be console only or if it's going to be on PC as well. So I'll check that out. If it's for PC as well, I might get it for that, but I'm not sure. But I don't know. I might just buy it for Steam, just so this way I have it. And then this way Xbox can't delist it later and be like, well, sorry, now you'll have to buy it. And I'm like, fuck you, guy. But anyway, that is the end of Back from the Sewers. Screw that game. I hate it. But we'll be back tomorrow night. Yeah, Steam, so I can has it forever. Exactly. But thank you one and all for coming out yet again. I know it's a short stream, but I will see you all next time. I'll see you tomorrow night again for Manhattan Project. Thought you were going for a while. Yeah, no. I decided I'm just going to quit here because I forgot how much I fucking hate Back from the Sewers. But we did the arcade games, so that's good enough for me. Like I said, tomorrow night's stream's going to be a lot longer. I told you. Yeah. But rage quitting on a Monday. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back tomorrow night with Manhattan Project and Radical Rescue. That one I'm going to try and finish at least, because that's more of like a Metroidvania type game, and I really did enjoy it. I just ran out of time last year and I couldn't finish it. So anyways, thank you one and all for showing up. I'll catch you next time. Same time, same place. Until then, take it easy and good night.
I get yelled at. I get scooped on my story. I nearly get fired. All on account of those turtles.
We don't give a f***.